The bridal industry is made up of entrepreneurs, including photographers, bridal shops, and of course, florists. Now, when the tariffs go into effect, the wedding dress manufacturers will try to take a load of the cost, but some of it will be passed down to the stores. Bridal gowns take 3 to 4 months to make, and it's hard to find a seamstress in the United States. The main source of designers actually come from overseas. Increasing the tariffs would increase the cost to make them and import them back to the States. Products currently in stores won't see an increase in prices, but as the need to replenish inventory comes up, that's when consumers will begin to see the price increase. And the owner of First Look Attire advises consumers to monitor the prices while shopping.
Possibly increase that budget, or know that when you're shopping, to definitely ask, okay, is this the final price? What's that looking like?
If a wedding dress originally cost $1,000, a 100% tariff could increase it to $2,000. The owner for First Look Attire says this can make it difficult for small businesses to continue to make a profit.